Hi guys, welcome to Brand X Reviews. Today we're going to be talking about the new Deadpool movie, which just came out yesterday in the UK. So, what did you think, Cor?
Great.
And that's the end of the review. Thank you very much for watching. Yeah,
Well,
no.
I can't see you, so I have no idea if you're about to say something, you bastard.
Can you not see
No,
me?
it was great.
Yeah, no. Well, so the film's been fairly heavily anticipated for since they announced it. It was around like Comic Con 2014, wasn't it? July 2014 when.
Yeah, where they leaked that test footage of, oh no, we're totally not making a Deadpool movie, but we have got this test footage of what it will be like.
Yeah, so we didn't really know whether or not it was going to be all that great. We didn't know whether or not it was going to be like PG-13 or R-rated in America, which to us means like a 12 certificate or a 15/18 certificate in the UK. But as it turns out, it pretty much lived up to all the promise, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, if you know anything about Deadpool, this is a sort of film you'd probably expect and what you'd be going into. If you knew absolutely nothing about the character, you might be a bit like confused. Because I know at least one reviewer was complaining like, "Oh, breaking the fourth wall all the time is like really distracting and stuff." That's kind of like going to a Spider-Man movie and saying, "Oh, well, him wisecracking all the time," or "Shit, Captain America and that shield, it's like really stupid. Like, why the hell does he have that?" It's like, well, it's part of the character.
Yeah, exactly. So there's certain things you kind of need to keep and certain things you don't. But this film was definitely catering to the fans as well. I mean, there were so many in-jokes in this. A hell of a lot of them would have gone over the heads of a lot of people. I was telling a couple of people today about the one of the jokes that was in it, and it was basically an X-Men movie joke. And some people didn't kind of get it, even though they've seen the X-Men movies. They're not that kind of intimately like savvy with like all the names of the actors and all this kind of stuff.
And again, I'd say there's so many jokes that even if you missed a few because you didn't get like, "Oh right, those are the actors that played like Professor X," you'd still probably get like other jokes because there's like so many like literally every other like sentence is like Tim taking the mic.
Yeah, and a lot of the sort of best bits of it, well, not the best bits, but a lot of the bulk of the jokes were in the trailers. A lot of the more sort of memorable ones, which is not a fault of the film at all. There were many more that weren't in the trailer, but a hell of a lot of them were. Which is more again fault of the trailer, not the film itself. But I guess you kind of needed to sell it, so we knew what we were going to expect.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, if you've seen the trailer, you know more or less every point of the film.
Yeah.
It's like he gets cancer, goes through a thing to get like powers so he can overcome the cancer, ends up like a fucked up and scarred looking freak, so he goes out for revenge. At some point, two of the X-Men show up. The end, pretty much. I mean, that's kind of the film. The plot's very minimal, but it's exactly what you'd expect from a Deadpool film. It's like he gets pissed with somebody, he goes out to stop them. He makes like a load of really funny jokes along the way. There's a lot of like violence. It's good times.
Now we haven't said any spoilers yet, so I think we've pretty much summed up like that we were happy with the film. So no, not let. No,
Honestly, I think we'd be struggling to find any spoilers.
Yeah, it's more just the jokes.
There's no like plot twists.
It's more just kind of the joke. So from here on, we might mention some spoilers, like as in jokes. But one of my favourite things was, and I'd been looking forward to this, obviously realising that Deadpool is kind of self-aware that he is a comic book character or a film character in this kind of version. I was kind of hoping that there would be some kind of reference to both Green Lantern, which there was, we saw it in the trailer, but also the X-Men Origins Wolverine film. There were quite a lot of references to Wolverine, but I did actually like the fact that he shows this figure, you can see it there, if you can see it as well, the sort of Baraka style, Mortal Kombat. It was Baraka, wasn't it?
It was not even remotely like Deadpool.
Yeah, and you actually see this figure in the film as well. I was like, I have that figure. Will this be like a collector's item now? Will it be worth more? I doubt it. I have lots of weird figures like that. But so lots of little nods.
It was also really weird, kind of on a slight tangent from that, seeing like a DC trading card, like for the Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Like clearly displayed in a Marvel movie. It was like, that's awesome and weird.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, they did a lot of like good little things. I think my favourite joke from the film was not just the one where he's getting that lifted all out of that goo, because it reminded us of something that happened to Buff that time with Topher.
See, I'm not going to complain, because if like Deadpool can break the fourth wall, then I think you can make like a Topher joke.
Well, yeah, exactly. But it was, I think my favourite bit was a bit where Colossus says to Deadpool, I'm taking you to see Professor X, and as he's being dragged away he says, which one, Stewart or McAvoy, because I get confused sometimes. That's like really good. There are plenty
also,
of those.
like another one linked to that, why are there only two of you here in this huge mansion? It's almost like the studio couldn't bother springing for any more X-Men.
Yeah, which is pretty much the case. One thing as well, actually, I noticed, it had Colossus in it, and one thing that kind of bothered me was that it wasn't the same actor that played him in the other films. But because it was always the same actor, they never recast the guy that played Colossus. Granted, you barely saw him in the other films, but he was in 3 of the films: X-Men 2, 3, and Days of Future Past. But from memory, anyway. But it doesn't really matter because you don't actually see him in like sort of skin human form. He's like constantly.
Yeah, he's pretty much constantly. It'd be like having the Hulk in a film, but he's constantly Hulk. You don't see Dr. Banner at all.
Which is apparently what they're saying for Thor Ragnarok, but well, partly anyway. I'm sure it would have Mark Ruffalo. But anyway, that's a whole different video.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's plenty of X-Men references. They didn't kind of shy away from that.
To like the X-Men mansion and stuff.
What was it he said about Beast shitting on his lawn or something? He says, "Tell Beast to stop."
I mean, he's taking the piss. That's basically what he does. Yeah, he's like, "Tell Beast to stop shitting on my lawn."
But it totally didn't make sense, like the continuity-wise side of it. But then again, it doesn't make sense that he would know who James McAvoy and Patrick Stewart are, so you can't really sweat the math. Cause,
yeah, I mean, like I say, it's like an essential part of the character. I think at least at one point he actually escaped from his comic book and murdered the guy that was drawing the issue so he could like get out of a situation.
Yeah.
That's how kind of like weird and fourth wall breaking like Deadpool gets.
Yeah. So I think it'll gel with most of the film-going audience. Now the end credits thing, people are saying there are 2 end credit scenes, which technically there are because it kind of fades to black and then comes back again after it's already shown one end credits thing, but it kind of 2 of the same, bits where it comes out of the bathroom with a robe on, still wearing his costume.
What the hell are you all still doing here? Like, what the
hell?
hell?
Go home. There's nothing here. What are you expecting to see, like Samuel Jackson with an eye patch, kind of thing? And then he just come back and says, well, actually, there's going to be a Deadpool 2 and it's going to have Cable. Don't know who's going to play him, whether it'll be Dolph Lundgren or some other guy rather big with a flat top or something.
Then again, he could have been lying. Let's not put that down as like
the Cable. I think I have heard this from elsewhere as well, so I don't know, but yeah, it's not.
But it could largely be based on that, or based on them taking the piss out of that rumor.
Hang on,
because the next one could open up with Deadpool going, "You thought you were going to see your Cable?
Oh,
I lied, fuckers."
I had to just knock something off because Steve-O just started ringing us then. So, damn you, Steve-O, like trying to destroy our video. Anyway. What else can we really say apart from the fact that it was great? Well, I think we're running out of time as well, so.
Yeah, like I say, it's great fun, and it is like a fun film. I mean, it's very violent. There are some sex scenes because his girlfriend. Oh, fucking hell!
Yeah. The Stan Lee cameo was pretty much as we saw in the trailer as well, the leaked trailer. Yeah, he's
just there kind of announcing stuff at the strip club.
Yeah, there wasn't much else to it than that, but still pretty good, So, there's one thing, I think, is that pretty much it? Because there's one thing other than Deadpool that we need to talk about here as well, so if you're ready for it, since we're coming to the end of the video.
Right, yeah.
You can see what I'm holding up here, can't you?
Yeah, and for once I'm grateful there's like a distance between us, so I can't get it thrown over my head.
This is a triple occasion. It's out come the birthday pants, because it's Topher's birthday pants here, because it's Buff's birthday coming up on the 13th, but it's also Paul Cage's birthday today, and Lucy Penis's birthday as well, so happy birthday from the Topher. He couldn't be here, unfortunately, so he's left us his pants. As usual, it's a kind of tradition, so kind of way bigger than my head. Look at the size of them. He's actually lost weight as well, so these.
Now Steve-O's bigger than the Topher.
Yeah, Steve-O is now 5 stone bigger than Topher. So apparently, so it's just insane. But anyway, yes, we have to leave it there. So to all the people who just wanted to have the Deadpool video, apologies for the kind of side rant there. But anyway, right. So I think we'll leave it at that. So Brandix Reviews, if you want to follow us,
Go
feel
out,
free.
watch it, have fun with it. At the very least, you'll laugh at the jokes, hopefully.
Are you talking about the night out with the Topher or
No!
hang out with it? Right, okay. So yeah, brandxreviews.com. There's some info coming up on how you can follow us on social media. But yeah, for now, see you next time. Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Just so you know, for more news, reviews and retrospectives, you can like our page on Facebook, simply called Brand X Reviews. But as well as that, you can also subscribe to us on YouTube via this video. You can also bookmark our website, which is brandxreviews.com, which is pretty much a central hub for everything that I've just mentioned. So check that out and we will see you next time. Thank you very much. Hi guys, welcome to Brand X Reviews. Today we're doing start again. Fuck that.